Okay, really quick, welcome to the bus terminal. The Gosok bus terminal has two different buildings. One is for everywhere else, and the one that I'm in is called Central City. And this goes to like the West Coast, the Jeolla area, etc. So we're going to Jeonju today. I have up here the app that I've used. I've used this app for 10 years, so I honestly don't remember if it takes foreign cards, but I have a little tutorial for you of how to look it up. It's just literally called Gosok Bus T-Money, and you can easily find, that's how I get all my express bus tickets. Really, really easy to like cancel, see what your options are, etc. See the timetables. It's really easy to use as long as you have a basic understanding of Hangul, honestly. Yeah, people have been asking me for a tutorial. This is it. So yeah, it's early in the morning. If you hear noises in the background, they're setting up a Squid Game pop-up that looks terrifying. And yeah, I'm gonna get a little thing to eat, and then we're heading to Jeonju because you know what? There's a bookstore that's been on my list. It's a bookstore cafe. Been on my list of places I wanna go, and I'm never gonna go if I just keep putting it off. I'm free, I have nothing to do. Let's go. So I've got books, I've got music, I've got a long bus ride ahead of me. I'm gonna get a little something to nibble on, and I'll see you in Jeonju.
Take it anymore. I found you waiting at the door tonight, and I'm looking for the same old bed, but you got me off my feet instead. Alright.
Unfortunately for you guys, I could have stayed in there the whole time and just gone home happy. That was so cozy, and the wooden floors creaked in such a perfect way. But instead, I was gonna get lunch, but I'm not quite hungry yet. So I'm going to go to another cafe, and I just want to finish my book, and I'll tell you about it in a bit. But oh, a black cat. Yeah.
everyone was getting in, but you can't swim, and all the waves were crashing in. Don't you believe anything? No, I don't. Know where the money goes. Just as the river flows.
A successful lunch, very full, very warm. And now let's head closer to the Hanok village. This is the Nambu Shijang. It's not quite as popping as some other cities' Shijangs, but you got a hotdog place, you got a lot of hidden little eateries. It's worth a stop. And there's a second floor that is difficult to find, and I'm not going. I've shown you many times, so you can find my other vlogs, but there's a second floor that's like the youth Shijang, the youth market, that has like some events and some cool cafes and stuff like that. But instead we're just gonna walk around. I'm kind of interested in a little bumabang moment, but I don't have cash, so anyway, we'll find a way. Well, it was supposed to rain tomorrow. It's okay. Come prepared.
After work, seeing you through shop front glass, bent over.
Okay, completely unintentionally, I always come to jeonju during winter. I came once during summer. Like I never come here when it is necessarily comfortable weather. I personally really like traveling in winter. I find that places are a lot just quieter, calmer. Let's take the long route. The guy at the ticket booth was really concerned as to why I didn't want the English tour. Like, so I feel like he's watching me. Anyway, so yeah, I have seen photos. Granted, it could be really, really crowded, but I've seen photos of jeonju in autumn. Stunning. I mean, as you can see, surrounded by trees currently, but there are just a couple places with ancient unhang ginkgo trees. Stunning. So that's on my list for 2025. Also during spring, I think I came here, yeah, I was here with Kurt one time in March, right when the plum blossoms came out. So it's just a city that's easy to walk around. There's a lot of things to do concentrated all together, and then if a place that you want to go to is crowded, like a tea house, there will be a tea house on the next corner that's equally as beautiful, equally as delicious. So yeah, it's also quite nice to be here. This is like, I mean, understandably so, this is a hot spot to rent hanbok and take photos, and it's not just a tourist thing. Like, it's really like Korean teenagers come. It's an ordeal. So coming here in winter, you do get to kind of avoid that, but it's just a really pretty walk. I can't believe it's almost Christmas and it looks like autumn. If I was wearing different clothing, you'd think it was still autumnal, but anyway, one thing that Koreans are very proud of, which I'm proud of them too, is they love to keep a good record. And in here is some remnants of a lot of records that Koreans managed to save when the Japanese came in. So they have some pieces of paper in there that are like thousands of years old. It's very cool. So we love a culture of librarians, of archivists, of historians. Love. So I think we can go in. Last time I was here, it was under construction, so we'll take a peek. But yes, welcome to jeonju, a lovely mix of Kafka-inspired bookstores, and some literally ancient history. Okay, actually, I do have a story about this, the records. That's quite funny. So I'm sorry, there's like a TV in the background. Disregard. So yeah, there were government historians, people who were just there to literally take notes of every little thing, and they wouldn't lie. They couldn't lie. And so if famously, I forget which king it was, but if a king fell off of his horse, they would have to write that down. Like, that's a thing, you know? And if the king was super embarrassed by that, and he'd be like, oh, could you do me a solid and like not put that in the record for all of time that I fell off of my horse? The scribe would be like, sorry, gotta keep it in. And then they would write, and he asked me to erase it. Great. The drama, we love it. So anyway, yes, that is what some of these are. Here we go. Just very cool that they exist. And like I said, we love an archivist, a historian, love history. It should not be this difficult to find hotak or bungabang in this weather, in this country, in this touristy area. Oh my god, these magpies are so large. Oh, okay. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Success feels good. Success feels really hot in my hand. Not worth Satsunan, but I'm happy.
Not going according to plan. Some things I just won't understand. Never controlling the ways I've been molding, folding up time in your hand. I wouldn't be surprised if the daylight breaks and you can't stay. You got places to be. It would still be enough for me. It would.
Okay, so one thing I can tell you about these shops, after having lived here for a while, is that not all of them, but a lot of them, like especially if you go to places like Hongdae, for example, you'll find that you see the same sweater, the the same shirt about 1,000,000 times, all different prices. So my my advice to you is to always, during your shopping spree, if you like something, take a picture of it, take a picture of the store, and then walk around a little bit, because I've seen the same really cute kind of Icelandic sweater like 5 or 6 times already. Something to keep in mind. Now we're heading to a little store that's open like once a week. I kind of planned my whole trip around it's open today. So if it's not open today, they're gonna be hearing from me. But I need to focus to find it because, oof. We're at the trip. We're at the trip. Have we run out of luck? Why does the cafe look closed? Okay. Welcome to the Jeonju bus terminal. We're going home. This was just a very quick day trip. Saw some things I wanted to see, had some good tea, ate some good food. Let me show you what I read today and what I purchased. So I'm currently reading Evenings and Weekends. I'll put it here. Author's name escapes me. Really good, but definitely a summer. Definitely more of a summer book, but still really great. I finished Your Neighbor's Table. This is by the same author as The Woman with the Knife, The Old Woman with the Knife, which was okay, but this one was much better. It was very much along the lines of like Kim Ji-young, born in 1982. I actually saw this in someone reviewed it and they were like, oh my gosh, I love dystopian fiction. And I was like, as I'm reading this, I'm like, this is not dystopian. This is like fictional dystopian. This is just really how life is in Korea. It's about a newly built, like government funded apartment complex for young families, which exists in Korea already. And just this small community, like, just kind of follows the lives of the women and their struggles. And it felt just very, very true to the Korean woman experience, the Korean mother experience specifically, how there's so much pressure to perform a certain way, and no matter what you do, it's never enough. And you got to do it all by yourself, pretty much. So yeah, this was really good, but don't go into it thinking it's dystopian just because the name of the apartment is Dream Future Pilot Communal Apartments. I think the person thought that this was like a fake futuristic, like sci-fi kind of thing. No, this already exists in Korea. It's just real. So what did I buy? So I finished that. What did I purchase? I bought Corpse on Vacation. There's a collection that's called the K-Fiction Special. It's a collection of work that has been translated, and you get Hangul on one side, English on the other. I picked this up just because in the author's note, the author talks about how he forgets things all the time. Personal pain, historical moments, I forget them all. I let so many things go without allowing time for wounds to form. I sometimes find myself not living in the present, but just one step ahead of the past. Maybe I'm not moving forward towards the future or committed to the present, but running from something. And so this is a story about someone who is confronting their past agony. And yeah, I just found that to be really interesting. And also the title, Corpse on Vacation. So they had a ton of these at Kafka. I think they have these... I don't think they have these at Kyobo. I think this is kind of like an indie store thing. Anyway, excited to read that. I'm going to get on my bus. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. This was nice. I'm trying to just like take pressure off of myself to fill a lot of time. I think I kind of put myself at this weird, like all my videos need to be 20 minutes or more or something. I film what I film. That's what I'm trying to do with these little day trips. And hopefully that little tutorial helped you if you want to book any tickets. And yeah, I just need more days of just staring out windows, doing nothing, like listening to music, eavesdropping on people in the bus. It's where when I'm quiet and doing nothing is when I find inspiration and things that kind of, I don't know, I just need to get off my phone and just observe and exist around other people. So that's what today was, and I feel good. I feel good about it. So also, are people from jeonju just built differently? Why were all of the kids, like teenagers, walking around with no coats on? It's cold today. Everybody was just like in a sweater, and I was like, I can't be, like, people my age and older were bundled up, but like the teens here are just like, all right. So anyway, I think my bus might be here, so it's a good time to leave you. Thank you as always for joining me. I'll catch you next time, okay? All the information, as always, will be linked down below. And let me know where I should go next. I've got all these weird little bookmarks all over my Naver maps that I need to finally visit. So let's go.